did you enjoy the password that I had you type in for this Zoom? Did you enjoy that?
I didn't actually have to type it in, but I did clock it, and I was very impressed.
Bucks, what was the password for you to enter this Zoom?
I did clock that, and I was very impressed and a little touched actually that you would actually think of me when you did that.
I kind of like to just, you know, throw a little bit, throw something out there that might not be expected.
And your guest, Rich, your guest
Thank you. When you first picked up the script of Boogie Nights and read it, what in the world did you think, Don?
Why are you guys handing me a 165-page script?
That's a good start.
It was massive, and really gave us an insight into Paul's mind, Paul Thomas Anderson, who wrote and directed it. Because it was really very technical. It had every camera move that he wanted to do in it. It had, you know, speeds that he was going to ramp the camera to, and it was just I hadn't, you know, snap zooms, things that you aren't used to. I hadn't been used to it until that point, reading in scripts. So it was reading sort of the shooting script, a manual, as well as trying to read the actual words. And, you know, I was introduced to Paul by Carl Franklin, who directed Devil in a Blue Dress. And he said, I met this dude, and I think he's gonna be great. He's a young guy, he's super cocky, he's really smart, but I think he's gonna be great, and I think you should meet him. And he's got this movie idea. And I said, what's the movie idea? He goes, well, it's Boogie Nights, and it's about the porn industry. And I said, oh, well, both of my parents are alive, so I won't be doing any of that. He said, no, just meet him. So we went to, what's the diner that was on San Vicente? I think they closed it, but that big, you know, anyway. So we met, and he was, as promised, really cocky, super confident, very smart, and just said, if you don't say yes to this movie, you're gonna be sorry. So you should just agree to do it.
Come on.
That's a quote. I mean, this is the same dude that called me after he did Punch Drunk Love, and you know, I called him. I said, "So how's the movie?" He goes, "It's an instant classic."
Wow.
He goes, "They said I couldn't do it. They said I couldn't do a movie in 90 minutes. Well, I did it, and it's an instant classic." I was like, "You're pretty confident, aren't you, Paul?" He goes, "You're damn right." And the movie's great. I love Paul's confidence, and he obviously is an amazing director, as evidenced by his, you know, his track record.
Well, Boogie Nights for me is a remote drop movie. It does not matter what I'm doing or where I'm picking it up. I have to watch it to its conclusion. You know, like that. That's what. But do you have one of those where obviously you're in quarantine right now, where you consider like whether it's something you've done or anything else that you're?
No, those I would never. No,
okay.
Those no.
Okay, so it's a remote drop movie for you, Don Cheadle.
Matrix.
What is that again?
Matrix.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why?
I don't know why. I just think that it's one of those movies that it was so different, you know, and the idea, the concept of it was so interesting, and just everything about it. There's just the way it was shot, how it looks, the acting. I just thought it was a great movie, and it's one of those things where if I catch it wherever it is in the movie, I'm usually going to sit down and watch it. And Godfather, of course.
Yes, of course.
That one.
And Godfather 2, I guess. That's
Godfather 2, and actually Malcolm X.
Okay, I haven't seen that one in a while. I haven't seen that, but that's obviously one of the greatest performances you can see. End of story.
And I love Al Pacino, but that Denzel lost that year to Al Pacino, that's the year I was kind of like, I don't know about you, Oscars.
That's right. Oh, I hear you.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.